Now let's meet Ghanaian rapper M.anifest. Many people, including myself, believe he's probably the best lyricist on the African continent today. His 5 albums have been described as carefully and craftily worded poems to youth and personal development and a social commentary on African and world affairs. He's collaborated with Damon Albarn, Flea, Erykah Badu, the late great Tony Allen and Grammy Award-winning Burna Boy, to name a few. Well, he's in London for a few shows at the moment, and when he dropped by our studio, I began by asking him what he uses as his muse to write.
Dinner for 2, a center for you. You my champion, move like a winner would do. When I'm down, you come around and break up the mood. You be play, you be joke, but send me the news. We breaking the rules.
News evolves over time, but definitely is taking the world in, whether it's through reading, listening, watching, speaking. That is constantly my muse, sort of interacting with the world actively. And then being also an active knowledge seeker.
I mean, you're one of the few rappers that I know that hardly swears. Should I say never swears or hardly swears?
I mean, the funny thing is I probably swear a lot more in real life.
But not in your music, you know, so it's all about positivity for you and you know, how to grow yourself into a better person.
Yeah, I think that's what comes most naturally to me, because the journey through life, I would hope for most of us, would be an upward trajectory in being better people. The more you know, if you know better, you do better, and being critically aware of yourself and your environment, and just being better, and that comes naturally to me in making the leap.
I just want to broaden it away from you now and just talk about, you know, the music scene on the African continent at the moment. For me, what I'm beginning to see is a more positive side, a more socially conscious side, a more politically conscious side to the lyrics that are being put out there. Why do you think that is so?
I think musicians and creatives in general become aware that when you resonate with people, you're going to be successful. So sometimes it takes 1 or 2 people who take the risk to make music or to make art that reflects life or are touching on certain things, and it resonates, and other people follow suit. People are taught that, yo, music is for escapism. Oh, Africa is too hard. We're just making music to escape and dance. It's a lie.
I've heard that before.
Oh,
I've
yes.
spoken to some artists who've told me that.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what we are told, but it's a lie.
Yes, fishy, but we 1,000. Thomas 1 doubts. Okay, allow him. Learns how to do now. Some say why him. Lips never talk, but the eyes saw. Steady on this journey, real and raw. Through this art, of course we endure. Still my heart so clean and pure. No get time for petty, manifesti, oh yeah more. Dirty road, but we clean and pure. I don't wanna be the best.
It seems like everybody or most people have beef with most people. You know, first of all, do you have beef with anybody?
Oh, I have beef with institutions. I have beef with institutions. That's life. Life is a lot. Is a lot about different philosophical points of view, always going at each other. Whether it's in literature, whether it's in politics, whether it's in religion, etc. So we've just inherited the world.
So you think beef is part of life, or beef is part of music, or maybe beef is a good thing for music?
It's part of life, but also people really recognize the financial benefits of attention. Attention is the new currency. Attention is the new drug that everybody feeds on. And beef is the easiest way to get attention.
It's not just your music, you know, you're into other things as well, you know. Tell us a little bit about that.
In more recent times, what has taken a lot of my energy and time is a company that I began with a friend of mine who's in tech and startups. So this is called Culture Forward, and our mission is quite simple, which is to find and fund the next generation of African superstar talent. We got fortunate this year to team up with the British Council in Ghana to work with 60 music professionals in a creative enterprise support program, and then happen to grant 10 of them. That for me is I guess the next phase of of my contribution to this world.